Local investors made a cautious start to the week as all eyes start to turn to the G20 summit this Friday and next week's RBA rates decision. Business reporter Chris Kohler joins me now. Chris, a lot to look at for those markets, and I guess people are just sort of sitting on the sidelines waiting to see, the latest tweet that Donald Trump puts out there. What's the market looking like?
Certainly are, Tom. And look, as you say, it was a bit of a slow start to the week yesterday, and this morning the market was predicting a slight fall. But as I talk to you, slightly higher on the local market, just 8 points up, 6,674. Now, of course, that's a pretty small move. As you mentioned, there is a bit of wait and see happening in the local market ahead of the G20 summit on Friday and what could be the next rate cut on Tuesday. But looking at the local market, and it's miners doing the heavy lifting today, banks slightly lower. And Metcash falling even further after missing consensus estimates yesterday. So a nasty day there for Metcash.
Chris, this fascinated me. Bitcoin is back in the news. Now, I may or may not have speculated briefly in this wild west of investing. And I thought the train had basically left the station and then derailed. But a surge in a lot of different of the cryptocurrencies in the past sort of 6 months or so.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not alone. A lot of people had a bit of a flutter on Bitcoin. We haven't talked about it for a long time, basically because it lost about 80% of its value from the peaks, which hurts a lot of people like you. But obviously, it's back in the headlines now. Up about 20% in the last month, regaining 11,000 US dollars per Bitcoin, which is a 16-month high. And look, a lot of this seems to be about what Facebook announced just recently, that it is going to launch its own cryptocurrency called Libra the first half of next year. That seems to be pumping a bit of blood back into the space that a lot of people had basically all but forgotten about, and getting people excited about the possibilities for cryptocurrency. Now, obviously, there are a lot of big differences between Bitcoin and what Facebook is announcing that it's planning here, but still, a bit of attention in the space doesn't seem to be hurting at all.
No, I guess not. So for idiots like me, is it time to pull out all your cash, sell out anything you've got, dump it all into the cryptos? Is that your official financial advice for our viewers?
That is not my official financial advice at all. Not that anyone should be listening to my financial advice anyway, but it's certainly an interesting time to be looking at this space. One of the big things about Bitcoin as well is that a lot of people are saying that for Chinese investors it's particularly attractive with everything that's going on between the US and China, because it offers a way to get some money away from the Chinese economy and just store it somewhere, because that's basically been what Bitcoin has been all about. It's been a store of value, as opposed to what Facebook is trying to get off the ground with its Libra program, which they're trying to make into a daily payments platform that people pay for their bills and their shopping with. It's really actually a fascinating space once you dig into it a bit.